Yeah, I certainly agree. I'm on the 49ers here, and while obviously I don't love the 3.5 because that key number of 3 now is captured by Dallas, I expect this to actually go closer to 4.5 or 5 by kickoff. Like you just mentioned there, Steve, the rest is one of the biggest pieces for me. Also, the injuries that Dallas has been sustaining over the last couple of weeks are slowly adding up. They also have to go from the East Coast all the way to Santa Clara this week to go against the Niners on that short rest. And that win last night, I mean, they beat a terrible Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, if we're just being honest here. Yes, the Dak and the Cowboys looked good. However, again, I think it was because of that competition. This 49ers team was just absolutely rolling. I actually put more stock in their win against the Seahawks than I do against the Cowboys win against the Buccaneers. Beating a team 3 times in the season, especially as convincingly as the Niners did it, is just really impressive to me. They're loaded on both sides of the ball. Dallas overrated defensively. I think Brock Purdy and the Niners and that defense go and have a great game and win and cover against the Cowboys in the divisional round.
All right. I got to push back on this. Dallas overrated defensively? I
Yes,
watched Dallas go
100%.
4-1 with Cooper Rush behind center. I watched Dallas dominate team after team defensively. I watched the pass rush blow up the line of scrimmage against teams with good pass rushes. I lost my season win bet on the Dallas Cowboys under the total because that Dallas defense was good enough for them to win games even when they had no offensive weapons.
Mhm.
What makes you think Dallas's defense is overrated? Tell me, explain that to me, because to me, I've learned the hard way. This defense is not overrated. They're loaded, and they're making plays every week, and they're capable of letting down. Now they're going up against a third-string QB, and they're capable of winning games by themselves. Why do
Yeah,
you
so
think
I'm
they're
just going to
overrated?
disagree with you flat out here. I think that for
Okay.
starters, yes, the defensive line is the high point of this defense. I think their secondary is very banged up and in turn is not as good as it was to start the season. I know you did mention that Cooper Rush they went 4-1, but that was again this season as the season has progressed, as also a couple of injuries trickled into that defense, especially the secondary. This team has gotten worse and worse. We've seen them play down to teams like the Texans, like the Commanders, and some other matchups where they barely squeaked out wins or even lost to inferior opponents. And now they're going against the best that the NFC has to offer. And you're going against a great offensive line with a myriad of weapons that the Buccaneers do not compare with. I just think that considering how this secondary has been performing, that Brock Purdy, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, they're going to be able to get the ball, get yards after the catch, and kind of expose this defense if it hasn't really sometimes been exposed to date, because I don't think that this defense is as good as advertised.